We'll get those John Deere tractors moving down the track. So here comes your Ford tractor back, right, Fred? Yeah.
Yep. Now, his first distance, Jason, was 2:45.40. So let's see if he can better that.
I would think he can. Again, this is a grandson of a legendary Ford New Holland tractor pullers from the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Here comes right Dalton Henry, though. He's coming first on the modified side.
3:30 is the distance to beat, Ron. So he needs to be going up that hill.
He needs to be heading up the ski hill there. Oh, so fans got a nice close-up view there.
Ron, do you think we have a new leader, Stone?
I think we have a new leader.
Windsor, Colorado, make some noise if you think we have a new leader.
Yeah.
Fred, you think we have a new leader?
Yeah, I could even figure that out, Jason. I'm a little remedial, but I'm visual, man. I'm visual.
We had to be 3:30.57. Dalton Henry in double overtime goes 3:42.04 for the lead. Give that young man a round of applause.
I was worried when he got off to the left, Ron.
We saw him exercising his legs on those brakes. He was working those brakes.
He was going for the chalk. Okay, here's the Ford out of Pennsylvania. Can he clear the 2:45 distance he laid down the first time? Oh, I think he did.
Good looking TW25, Ron. Is that those Krager wheels on the front that you like?
No, those are a little more modern. I like the old Krager SSs, if that's what you're referring to. Those are the old classic Krager SSs. I love them.
So Dalton Henry takes the lead over here on the light limited mods.
All right, the Ford goes 2:52.03. Give me a minute here. He will go number 5 with that. And Gordon Missenberger with Ruffian will go number 6. Do I have a little time here to do the rundown real quick, guys?
You're ready to do a commercial, Carmen. You ready?
All right, here's how they finish up. Number 1, Jason Sweeter, the demonstrator out of Lenox, South Dakota, is going to go number 1. Number 2, going to be Jacob McCullough with Asylum Tractor out of Wiggins, Colorado. Number 3, Casey Asmus out of Nebraska with the Deer Cruiser. Number 4 is going to go to Gary Cavanaugh, the Red Edge out of Laurel, Nebraska. Number 5 is going to go to the Ford that just took out of Pennsylvania. And 6 is going to go to Gordon Messenbergen with Ruffian out of Greeley, Colorado. So that's how we wrap up our 3,200 RPM Pro Farm tractors here. So that wraps that class up.
At Harvest, you have one goal: finding the perfect flow of grain from the field to the bin. Case IH axial flow combines are engineered for matched capacity to deliver proven grain savings, so you can keep efficiency flowing smoothly. Find yours with the Case
Jason
IH
Sweeter.
axial flow.
Graham Tire is your source for American-made Goodyear farm tires featuring Titan LSW technology. LSW tires provide track-like performance, even in adverse conditions. With 24-hour tire service and a large selection of used tires and wheels, Graham Tire is committed to keeping you running. Visit www.grahamtire.com to find a location near you.
EcoTuning.com. EcoTuning.com, your trusted diesel tuning partner. Schaefer Oil, make your equipment last longer, run stronger. SchaeferOil.com. VP Racing Fuels, the spec fuel of the Outlaws. Every single vehicle going down this track today and tonight burning VP Racing Fuels. Check them out at VPRacingFuels.com. All right, results, light modified class. The number 5 spot going to go to Blake Ott. In 4th is Wyatt Williamson. The number 3 tractor, Jeff Geiger, the Captain Hook 2. In 2nd is Gage Ott, the Warhawk out of Norfolk, Nebraska. And number 1 again tonight, Dalton Henry, double overtime out of Norfolk, Nebraska. We need Dalton Henry and Jason Sweeter up here to the EcoTuning trailer.
All right, I'm going to open up with 9,200-pound Super Farms out of Iowa. All right. This is going to be Tommy Platty out of Hubbard, Iowa. Now, he is a young gun. You heard Ron talk about the young guns. That's your 16 to about 23, 24-year-old folks. And we'll get a distance on him out of Hubbard, Iowa. His brother and dad also. All right, Tommy goes 292.87. We'll find out whether he's going to take that. Okay, we got thumbs up. Okay, now 9,200-pound Super Farm goes across scale. 9,200 pounds. They're a single turbo. They're a box turbo. Everybody gets the same turbo from the same source. About 3.5 inches in diameter. That's the compressor that puts intake pressure in. They run a 24/532 tire, and they are what we call a cast iron tractor, just as they would have come out of the factory, let's say in Waterloo, Iowa. This is the way that they be. So even though they may have looked like the last class, lots bigger cubic inch on the Super Farm. Those guys run like about 640, but not a real big charger, so that's their limit.
Yep, over here on the announcer side, Fred, we're starting off our 4.1 limited pro stock class. This is the class I pull in with the Remedy. I blew my tractor up in Windsor, Nebraska a couple weeks ago and was not able to finish the season. And we're 640 cubic inches in this class. We say 4.1. That's the size of the turbo on the inlet. P-pumps, which means each cylinder has its own fuel line. We run the 24/5 tires like Fred talked about in the Super Farm class. Our tractors are in the horsepower range of that 2,500, give or take a little bit, but just gives you a nice roundabout number here. Jerry Mason, the Green Mule out of Marseilles, Illinois, is a track doesn't pull a ton with the Outlaws, but he was excited to come to Colorado. He's a good friend of mine, pulls with the Badger State tractor pullers back home, the Illinois tractor pullers, and was also in Windsor, Nebraska as well. He will be the first puller, and we saw our tech officials talking down there. The first puller in each class can keep it or turn it down. So we're going to hear RPMs in this class. They're going to be leaving the starting line anywhere from 4,500 to 5,500 RPMs, trying to get that big 640 cubic inch motor hooked. We'll see how well the starting line is doing. You can listen to those tires to see if they're hooking up right away or if they're getting after it. So, John Deere fans, here comes the Green Mule, Jerry Mason. All right, fans, make a little noise for the limited pro stocks. That was a tractor pull, Fred. That was not a tractor race. That was a tractor pull.
Look at all the weights in the sled. They're not taking it easy on these guys today. This track is taking some horsepower.
Well, and then unfortunately, the Colorado tracks kind of have a reputation for being a little sandier, maybe a little looser, not requiring as much power. But that's not the case here in Windsor, Colorado, Ron.
It's not. They've been working on this track since Thursday. They put, in addition to what Mother Nature put on the track last night, they put thousands of gallons of water on this track.
Here we go. Jared Johansson plays the glory out of Schleswig, Iowa. Oh, yeah, he's pounding it down there. And points-wise, he is about number 7 in the points. Now, Jason, how big a charge are you running in your class?
4.1. And you guys are running a 3.7, I believe, in the Super Farm class, right?
286.90 is going to go number 2 right now behind Tommy Platty. Yeah, so what we're saying is your track's got way more horsepower than my side.
Correct. I'm guessing 700 to 800 horse would be
easy.
rough.
Yeah. Yep. Now, before you blew yours up, you were crawling up in the points race. You were looking good, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting in 4th as of today, but I will not be anymore.
Yeah.
So the mean farmer, David Novak's out there by 20 points. Tyler Paddock was 10 points ahead of me, and then George Sibley in the side piece is 3 points ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I was in 4th.
Yeah,
so.
you was mixing with him with the remedy, no doubt about it.
So Jerry Mason's going to set the lead out there at 286.9. I'm assuming he kept that pole. I can ask my tech officials. Did he keep it? Jerry's good. Okay.
Now,
so go ahead,
what
Fred.
I did was I gave that number, and we got crossed up.
Yep.
That was your number. I think Ron's running over to get my number for Blaze of Glory because I really thought he got ahead
excited,
of it.
Fred. It's my class, and I got excited. I talked too much. I apologize.
You got 3 guys here that want to all talk at the same time. So hang on, folks. It's going to be a long afternoon.
Coming up next, number 3 in the points right now, Tyler Paddock. No, Tyler's number 2 in the points. Excuse me. He's about 10 points behind David Novak and the Mean Farmer, who is the last puller in the class. Tyler Paddock and his dad, Brent Paddock, and his sister, Megan, are from Mound City, Kansas, and they campaigned both of their tractors, Fred. So we're going to get... Okay, so the Green Mule went 286.83, and that's going to be the distance to beat. Tyler Paddock is getting back up right now to the sled. There goes his dad, Brent Paddock, down there.
That's kind of an oddity. What just happened on 2 different tracks? They pulled within 7/100 of a foot of each other.
And then Fred said it best. There's 3 guys up here all wanting to talk.
Yeah, and my number was good. So right now, Jared Johansson with Blaze of Glory on the Super Farm side still sets number 2 behind the young gun Tommy Platty with turbos up out of Hubbard.
Here comes Tyler Paddock in too deep. Like I said, fan, that's about 4,500, 5,000 RPMs when he's leaving the starting line. So I'm going to tell you right there, Tyler knew within the first 100 feet or so if he was in too tall of a gear.
Yeah.
Because we never heard those RPMs come up. I wasn't sure if he
got over top the turbo.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was sliding the clutch or not. Lauren's saying he got out of it before the 100-foot mark. That is for a young man, that was a smart move. Because he is a heck of a driver.
Yes,
Tyler
he is. There's a bunch of them young ones that it didn't take them very long in the seat, and they're doing better than all the old dudes.
Well, everything inside you when you're pulling out there, even when you know you should.
You still keep going.
Call no joy there at 100 foot. You still want to go forward. You want to make it go. So, yeah, that's usually something you see the veterans do, not usually something that a rookie will do is pull back on that throttle and have that.
We never heard the RPMs get upstairs. So here we go, Fred.
All right, we got Dustin Platty on the gray area out of Hubbard. So brother against brother right now. Yep, looked wrong here. That's Chad Andrews with the Bruley Buck out of Beersford, South Dakota. Then we'll have Dustin. And the Bruley Buck right now set number 3 to points chase.
I think that's Brady. I don't understand.
That's definitely the Bruley Buck.
Yeah. We're not sure which brother's on the tractor.
So we're getting Tyler backed up to the sled. He'll get one more attempt here. And like I said, he's sitting second in the points right now. And we're down to the 4-1s. We're down to here, Buckner, Missouri, Unionville, Missouri, and Spencer, Iowa, because we did not get a hook last night. So there's four pulls left. You get 28 points for first place. And then you get 26 for second, 25 for third, and then on down. So you pick up an extra point if you do get the win. So Tyler Paddock is getting backed up right now in too deep out of Mound City, Kansas.
I would say Brady. Then we have our sponsors down there, A Concrete stuff.
Can we get
all right, Tyler, get that old in too deep wound up, buddy. Let her eat. not sure if Tyler's got a clutch slipping or a lazy turbo, but it's not. That is not the In Too Deep tractor that I know and competed against all summer long. Just not quite hooking up the way it normally did. The way it bounced at the end, Ron, makes me feel like it's clutch.
This class did not pull last night, so maybe they underestimated this track a little bit too.
Yeah, it's taking ponies.
All right, Chad Andrews with the Bruley Buck over on the Super Farm side. That'd be the West track, folks. He goes 296.73, goes 4 feet over Tommy Platty, which was your first tractor out. So right now, Chad Andrews out of South Dakota goes number 1 at this point. Tommy Platty at 292.87 is number 2. Number 3 right now, Jared Johansson, his second year polling with the Super Farm, sits at 286.90. Now we'll get back to Justin Platty when it's our turn again.
251.47. 251.47 for Tyler Paddock, who sits number 2 in the points, and that's going to hurt him on his chase for Dave Novak. Well, it all depends how Dave does, but I know they're lining it up. Coming up next on my side, another good-looking John Deere. A lot of green tractors in our 4.1 limited Pro Stock class, fans. Brent Roberts out of Hopkins, Missouri. Brand new tractor for him this year. He bought this tractor earlier this year and has been campaigning it for his first year. He's had a Pro Farm tractor out there. Go ahead.
Want to thank Case IH, the title sponsor of the Outlaws. Case IH, a leader in agricultural equipment with a network of dealers and distributors committed to working with customers, providing agricultural equipment with flexible financial services, providing the most powerful and reliable equipment to meet today's agricultural challenges. Check them out at caseih.com, or better yet, go visit them at your local Case IH dealer. Also, thanks to ecotuning.com, your trusted diesel tuning partner since 2005, tuning all things ag for more power using less fuel. Check out ecotuning.com to find the ecotuning dealer nearest you.
Again, pay attention. Once the sled operator is happy and the tractor is hooked up to the sled, you'll see the green lights. You'll see the puller tighten the chain. As Fred said last night, there's no jerk starting the chain, and you'll see our tech officials wave that green flag down there. Like I said earlier today, every competitor gets 2 attempts to go by the green flag. So Jerry Mason, you continue to lead at 286. Tyler Paddock is second right now at 251. Big class. I think we got about 15 tractors in the class here. Again, a lot of green ones, an orange one, and a few red ones. So let's see what Brent Roberts has in store for Jerry Mason. All right, Windsor, Colorado. I think we have ourselves a new leader. It's going to be close for sure. Sometimes it's a benefit, Fred or Ron, to be early in the class, late in the class. You know, you just don't know.
We've won it on both ends.
He's going to come up 2 feet short of Jerry Mason, 284.22. So Jerry Mason's in first. Fred, I'll leave you alone. It's your turn.
All right, here we go now. I got it in order. Justin Platty, gray area out of Hubbard, Iowa. Brother run earlier. Outlaws runs a scholarship. This young man was a recipient here several years ago, went to Iowa State. Getting out there, not quite where he wanted to get. Matter of fact, the boys put a new facelift on these, put all new wrap on them here a couple of weeks ago. All right, 284 and 23. So he goes 284. Okay, that's going to slide him in between his brother and Blaze Agori. So right now he'll go number 3. Blaze Agori will go number 4. And the tractor out of South Dakota, Bruley Buck, with the Andrews family out of Beersford, still leads it with 296 feet and 7,300s, folks.
Fred, I think we're in the twilight zone here. Did you hear Jason's last distance on the limited pro stock side? 284.22. Your tractor on Super Farm just went 284.23.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I thought I screwed something up.
No, you're doing great, Fred. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to mention some of the local sponsors, folks. Huge thanks to all these local sponsors. We absolutely would not be out here if not for them. Big thanks to A Concrete Incorporated, the Cannon Express Car Wash, Connell, Elevation Lifting and Leveling, High Country Beverage, Independent Financial, PCL Construction, PDC Energy, Pepsi.
Next, over here on the limited pro side, Dusty Berry, brand new competitor this year, bought this track from Jeff Eberson. It used to be called Gone Rogue. Dusty and his wife Courtney and the kids have been out all summer chasing the outlaw points. They're from Eufaula, Oklahoma. We don't have a ton of pullers for Oklahoma, but they have been a great addition to the outlaw truck and tractor pullers. They're great people, great family, and they have a good looking rig, and it's been running really good. Dusty, first year driving a 4.1 limited pro. I know he's top 10 in the points. He's sitting in the 6th spot right now.
Yeah, Dusty's a rookie. He's a truck driver, owns a trucking company. He hauls a commodity down there that
you enjoy.
I am envious of. Yes, he hauls Tito's down to Austin, Texas, or out of Austin, Texas.
It is so good to see the hillside full of people today. Thank you to all our great pulling photographers. Cody Vanderholm, wave your hand. Vanderholm Media. Kevin Kaiser. Did I say it right, Kevin? Kevin Kaiser Images. He is posting stuff on the Outlaw page and our Beer Money Pulling Team page today. So thank you to them. There's that young lady out there. She's got a camera, but I have no idea who you are. So I don't even know if you're supposed to be out there. That's all I'm saying. Cody.
Security.
Security. Do we need to get Cody? Do we need to get security? Cody? Nope. She's legit.
Take a look at the shirt and figure it out. Schultz.
Anybody can buy one.
Yeah, but that's true. We need credentials here, Fred. We need credentials. Yeah, she's good.
You can stay.
She's good to go. We'll let her stay out there.
Right. She isn't going to let us mess with her.
Here comes the coal roller. You John Deere fans are going to love this 4.1 limited pro stock class. There's a whole bunch of them. Jerry Mason, a John Deere puller, hopes all of them stay behind him so he can get the win here in Windsor, Colorado. Here comes the coal roller out of Eufaula, Oklahoma, Dusty Berry. Ron, this track has taken all of the horsepowers that these 4.1s are throwing at it.
You can hear it pulling them down. Yeah. I think a lot of the competitors have underestimated it and going with a higher gear, and I don't think that's the answer here.
Okay. Backing up the sled right now, gentlemen I've known for a long time, Mike Duncloud with the Burn Bucks tractor out of Pilgert, Nebraska. Had a big fire on this tractor, Lee, Nebraska, earlier this year at one of the local county fairs. Right now, he comes into Colorado, number 9 in the points race, and he's had this tractor for quite a few years, farmer out in that part of the world. So next up, to take over the lead here, you're going to have to get over Chad Andrews, Burley Buck at 296 and 7.3.
Over here on the limited pro stock track, Dusty Berry moves into the 3rd spot at 276.88. So Jerry Mason, you continue to lead at 286. Brent Roberts at 284. Dusty Berry at 276. As we welcome down our next Super Farm puller. Hey, Fred, that whole shot was called the sidestep.
Yeah, yeah, they do that once in a while. Running the Kaiser wheel made out of Sioux Center, Iowa.
Yep, Mike Dunclaw might not be a very good dancer, but he knows the sidestep really well.
He knows the sidestep really good. We're just saying that. Schweder's back for day 2, big champion. I'm going to send Ron Stone out to interview you, Jason. Is that okay? Or no, I'll do it. Ron knows what he's doing. He can handle these limited pro stocks. Let's go on out here,
I think
Jason.
I got it.
Okay, real quick here. Vernon Bucks is going to go number 4 right now at 284 and 62. Really Buck of actually it's Brady Andrews on board, still leading it. Turbo Up number 2, plays Corey number 3. Vernon Buck number 4, Gray Area number 5. Right now in this class of 11, 9,200-pound Super Farm tractors here in Colorado this afternoon. These guys are all going to go out to Grand Island, Nebraska for the Nebraska State Fair Pull tomorrow afternoon. So, great bunch.
Here's last year's Outlaw Points champion, Gary Barrett, high stakes horsepower.
Gary Barron taking a shot there. Comes out of Ravenna, Nebraska.
Hey, real quick, fans, I have Jason Schweeder with me, the winner of our 3,200 Superfield, the demonstrator. He won tonight, he won last night, and today, and these are his first wins ever. So, Jason, I think Windsor, Colorado is now your new favorite track. Would you agree with that statement?
I would.
Is there anybody you want to thank here this weekend?
I'd like to thank everybody here for putting the show on, and they did a great job, and it worked out really nice. And some good friends of mine and my family.
You have some good friends. Do they have names, Jason?
I'd like to help thank the Stefanik family, my folks, and that's about it, I guess.
That's all good, Jason. Congratulations on behalf of the Northern Area Snap-on dealers. You got 2 sensor wrenches now. Congratulations. Let's give Jason a big round of applause, everybody. Winner. He was your winner over there. Oh, Jason, picture time. I forgot about the picture. Because when you look this good and your name is Jason, got to have your picture taken.
All right. Looks like we are getting tight. My old friend going to be Spanky's toy, Mark Roberts, but Brett is on board today out of David City. He works for New Holland dealership down there. These guys right now, we'll talk about where they're at in the points race. All right, getting a little bit of hop in that New Holland tractor.
Not sure on the color of that smoke coming on the backside of that tractor, Fred. Looked almost like he was burning rubber out there. It actually looked like rubber smoke out there.
Hey, fans, I got Dalton Henry with me. He was your winner in our light modified class. He was in the lead last night before the rains came, and he got the big win here today. Dalton, what do you think of Windsor, Colorado?
I'm a big fan. I had a great weekend out here, and tractor's been running great, so I'm a fan. I'll come back again next year.
Where are you from, Dalton?
I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska, about 8-hour drive out here. So
now you guys hooking Grand Island tomorrow?
Yep, we're hooked in Grand Island on the way home, so we're actually taking off real shortly. We're going to drive through the night to get there and stay the night. So,
well, congratulations to the big crowd here today in Windsor. See you pick up the win. I got last night's tools and today's tools from our Northern Colorado Snap-on dealers. Congratulations from all of us here at the Rocky Mountain National Truck and Tractor Pull.
Thank you.
Well, real quick, Spanky's toy goes 6. Ron Stone, this is Dean Hollicky, our Iowa State Fair winner, and look where the sled is.
Yeah, he's spotting it over there on the far right side. Now, he had a great weekend in Windsor as well. He was the overall winner in Windsor, Nebraska just 2 weeks ago. Dean Hollicky out of Waterville, Minnesota, killing time.
Make some noise, Windsor. We got a new leader. Jerry Mason had been in the lead at 286, but I know Dean went farther than that. Now, that's that chance for Ed and Ron where, you know, the distances were kind of going back and back and back. Everybody was running that same line, and Dean said, hey, I'm going to go for it, Ron.
Yeah, he just took the lead. 3:04.39. Give that man from Minnesota a round of applause, Dean Hollicky, your new leader.